What an afternoon. How y'all doing? Good. Yes, sir.
So, a couple of years ago, you have a vested interest in this. Your daughter was a participant in this. Talk about how great the Big Idea is.
Well, it's unbelievable. First of all, thank all of you for being here. Tim Williamson, give him a big hand of applause. You did a great job. Entrepreneurship is actually a part of the season. Mardi Gras, NOEW, Jazz Fest, Saints. It's part of the New Orleans heritage and culture, so thank all of you for coming. You can just look around. This didn't exist a couple of years ago, and now New Orleans is known as one of the great entrepreneurship hubs in America. And so, you know, my daughter Gracie, she was a TFA'er. She came in, she got together with some friends. They developed an app that actually helped teachers stay in touch with the parents of their students. They actually were here, they did an unbelievable job, and they went off to do great things. And so to see all of these other folks from all over the country coming here, being a part of making New Orleans the center of entrepreneurship in America is a spectacular thing. So thank all of you, we're really proud of you.
If you can talk about how stiff the competition is, a lot of these concepts don't even make it to the final three, but they go on to great things. Your daughter had a great idea, iconic. Dinner Lab didn't even get to the final stage, and these guys are booming across America now.
Yeah, it's no question about it. Look, the competition is so stiff and it's so good that even if you don't win, you got a lot of other folks watching you. Ideas pick up, they germinate, you plant great seeds, you keep going. Here's the thing, if you're gonna be an entrepreneur, you gotta be used to failing, because you're gonna fail a lot of times before you finally succeed, but you gotta just keep going. One of the things I keep talking about is being creative, try to create something out of nothing. But in New Orleans, you don't have nothing. You got great raw material, you got great talent, you got great intellectual capital, either coming out of the land, coming out of the music, or just coming out of the intellectual capital from our universities. You make something out of it, and you create something that people hadn't thought about before. So it's a great way to do it. It's going to transform the economy in New Orleans, and I would just tell people to keep going, because there are lots of examples in New Orleans that have succeeded and gone on to do great things.
In a couple of months, we're going to be at the 10-year mark of Katrina. You were lieutenant governor when Katrina hit. You're mayor now. Did you ever think you'd see an event like this with so many big money investors coming to invest in great people in the city of New Orleans?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think anybody could predict how big it got. But one of the things that we did in this city, all of us together, is after Katrina hit, after we came out of the difficult time, we decided to build the city that we always should have been. And entrepreneurship was one of those things. And so I think people really thought about possibilities that didn't exist before, and this is a physical manifestation of that belief and that hope and that optimism in the city of New Orleans. So you're looking at the future right here, and in 2018, of course, it's going to be 3 times, 4 times bigger than it is today.
I see your beautiful wife in the audience over here. What do you have for advice for all of these people watching? Your daughter was in this a couple of years ago, and you were rooting for it. What advice do you have for them when it comes to putting their chips in the bucket for all of these local businesses?
I would just say to keep believing, have faith, keep going. The proof is already in the pudding. If there was no success here, people wouldn't keep coming back. But the more creative you are, the more you share your ideas, the more you leverage your relationship and your assets, the better you're going to do. And keep looking at what the future's bringing us, and you'll eventually get there. So God bless y'all. Thanks so much.
New Orleans Mayor Mitch Landrieu, round of applause.
All right, you guys, have a great time.